Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Lily. Last year I decided to draw every day for 100 days and I never drew much before that, or I definitely didn't draw consistently, so I considered myself a beginner. So in this video I'll be sharing those drawings and what I've learned from this challenge and what I would have done differently. This year I'll also be starting a new challenge, so I'll explain that later. In the last video, I shared everything that I drew before the challenge, so all my past sketchbooks and the first drawings of the 100 days, if you want to check it out. But the other day while I was organizing, I did find another small sketchbook that has drawings from 2015 to 2024. So I officially filled up 3 sketchbooks between 2008, I think the other ones were, and 2024. Anyways, let's get started. I'll be going over quickly for the first ones because, as I said, I already shared them in the other video. For this challenge, I wanted to draw as much as possible from mind, using references only when it was necessary, because I wanted to get comfortable creating something. There are a few drawings I copied and then added a few details, but most drawings were drawn from mind, which I'm really happy about. That doesn't mean like that they're good drawings, but I'm happy I got comfortable creating something without feeling like it needed to be perfect. This challenge started end of September and finished 1st of January. So every day I shared a little short of me drawing. It was also to help with accountability and staying on track, and I also had to give my boyfriend 50 years if I didn't draw, so that definitely helped. I really like this one. Yeah, at this point, Inktober had started, so it was easier to find what I was going to draw. Like, I didn't have to think a lot about it because I had the prompts. And later I realized, like, it's really hard to draw if you don't have a subject in mind. Oh yeah, I didn't use the prompts from Inktober, I just searched for other lists and I found one that I liked. I think it was called Whimsytober. Yeah, it's a bit hard to show because I drew in, I didn't keep drawing in the same direction, so I need to keep turning the sketchbook. Okay, so one thing I learned and I'm happy I learned was, I don't know if you can see, but you see here, using white space to make the whiskers. I'm really proud of this. And same thing here, like, it's very simple, but I had never used it before, so it was very fun. Like, I had done the same with this one and with this one. Yeah, anyways, moving on. Like, all of these I think I already showed in the other video. But see, for example, here, I think for this one, I think the theme was a nightingale. I didn't know what a nightingale looked like, so I just took a picture and drew quickly, and then, yeah. It's kind of those days where I'm not inspired and I just look at a photo and add a bit of details. Same thing for the mouse. Okay, so this is still all Inktober. I really like this one. This is probably one of my favorites. I think the prompt was reflection. Yeah, I really like this one. This one is kind of cute too. So this one was the last day of Inktober, and then I didn't have any prompts anymore, and I was kind of tired. So this is when I start a drawing by just random shape and then fill it in, so it doesn't necessarily end up looking good. And I don't put a lot more effort into it, I think. Because the Inktober ones, most of the time, I did put some time in it. Like, not 2 hours, but it wasn't a 15-20 minute sketch. Here too, it's kind of, yeah, in the beginning I had a really hard time drawing. Well, not in the beginning, the whole time after Inktober, I had a hard time thinking of something to draw. So in terms of what I learned from this challenge, it's not so much technique that I learned, but more so like the mindset, let's say. Like, it's easier now for me to feel comfortable drawing something without needing to be perfect or needing it to be exactly the image that I have in my mind. I also feel comfortable just drawing without having an idea and just starting and seeing where it goes. These are some of my favorite. Like, this is a stressed witch, and then this is an old guy. I don't know. I really like these two. And you see, those two, they were also days I had no idea what to draw, but I just started doing something and I ended up really liking them. So this challenge definitely gave me some confidence in terms of my creativity. I still have a lot to improve, especially techniques and all that. And a lot of drawings, I wouldn't say I love them, but I'm just happy I did them. Because in the end, done is just better than perfect. So yeah, I also realized there are some things I gravitate towards more than others in terms of drawing. Yeah, this one was one I look at the picture and just copied mostly. There are quite a lot of drawings, especially after Inktober, that I find I did kind of sloppily because I was tired, to be honest. I was tired of doing this every day and I started getting more busy with other things. Since I drew so many different things, I kind of know the next things I want to learn or need to practice. Look, the witch is here again. She's a lot less stressed. But yeah, I really like this little witch. Anyways, what was I saying? I think those two are also part of this one and this one. They are also part of my favorite drawings. So do I feel like I've improved from the beginning to the end? I think I did improve a bit, but since I didn't really practice something specific, I don't think I improved as much as I could have, because I was just doing one drawing a day and they were all different things. You know, it's not like I'm drawing only characters or I'm drawing only hands or faces or things like this. So I don't feel like I've improved in that sense. Apart from having to draw every day, I don't feel like I've challenged myself much because, for example, all the characters, they're just front-facing most of the time. Yeah, I didn't play much with perspective and all that, so those are things, for example, that I'd like to practice this year. Same things with shadows and things like that. I really like this one. This is, for example, one of the drawings. I took an image of the night and then just made it Christmas themed. But I really like those two. This one is also one of my favorites. It kind of tells a story. Yeah, I realize every drawing that I feel like tells a bit of story, I just prefer. So that's definitely something I want to apply this year, do more drawings that tell a little story. And this was for my birthday. I had very little time. This, my mom asked me to give her a drawing for Christmas, so I did this drawing first, but I didn't think that there was a drawing behind it, so I couldn't cut it to give it to her, so I did another one that ended up better anyways. But so I don't have it here now, I'll put an image. Yeah, I do like these, especially this one. Yeah, as you can see, I stopped using colors. It's just I didn't look up how to color with pencils properly so that it looks good, so I'm rarely satisfied with it. And also it takes more time to use pencils, so every time I only use the fine liners to do the drawings. At some point I only started doing drawings with the fine liners. Oops. I think this is the day I had the least time. I came back home, I was like, oh my god, it's midnight, I need to draw. These two here, this is when I was back home, so I had a lot of people to see. I was out most of the time, so I really didn't have a lot of time. When I say back home, I mean at my family house. So those are the Christmas days. This one isn't really part of the 100 days, and by that I mean I didn't post it because it didn't turn out how I wanted, so I just did this one instead. And this one is multiple days. I think I divided in 3 days. This is day 97, 98, and 99. But what I am happy about, that I think that I improved, are how quickly I can get some ideas out. And so the last drawing, I actually did it over a few days because I colored it with pencils, which I regretted it when I started coloring because it took me so much time, so many hours. In the beginning, while I was doing, it was like I hated it because I couldn't get the colors right, didn't have the effect I want, and also I only have myself to blame because I didn't check how to properly color with pencils. But I did film some of the process for the last drawing. For this drawing, I first did it in like the background in 3D to help with perspective. I think it helped a bit, but it didn't end up being exactly how I wanted. I decided to do it with pencil because that's the one thing I had been using for those 100 days to add colors on a few drawings. But then it ended up taking a really long time. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but it takes a long time to color in with pencils. So I kind of regretted it, but I'm still happy with the final results. I think if I had maybe looked at more tutorials on how to use the pencils to make light and dark and all that, how to mix them, I think it would have ended up better, but I ended up running out of time, so I just went with my guts. I made a list of the things that I felt were missing from this challenge. One of those things were having a subject or a prompt for every drawing. Another thing was that I didn't really, apart from the last day, I didn't have any finished drawing really. Like, I mean, I didn't have like any drawing I would potentially hang on the wall or something like that. And from doing the last drawing, where this one was a full scene and a completed drawing, it's very different, and I have to pay attention to more things than when I do a small drawing or a quick drawing, small sketch. So that I would like to make complete drawings more often. Another thing is that I only used fine liners and pencils, and I like to experiment with other things to see if I like it. And I like using fine liners, but for coloring, not so much using pencils. So I want to try other mediums. Also, I feel, since I wasn't drawing every time the same thing or one theme in particular, I don't feel like I improved in my technique, let's say. So those are things I want to change for the next challenge that I'm gonna explain now. So for the next 90 days, I'll be drawing every day, but this time I'll do a 90-minute polish sketch. I got this idea from the YouTuber Cash Art, and 6 days a week I'll be doing a sketch for minimum 10 minutes, and once a week I'll be doing an art study. Every drawing I'll be doing during those 90 days will be part of a universe I want to create, so that solves the problem of having a subject or prompt. out. Then for art studies, it could be something general, either something like drawing hands or painting with watercolor or something like that, or it could be working on one character specifically. And for each sketch I draw, I'll be writing down 1 to 3 things I could improve so that I have a feedback, and then I know for next time what I can focus on. And I think that way I'll improve a lot more after those 90 days. This time I won't be sharing a short every day, but maybe once or twice a week. So here is the final drawing. I am happy about a lot of things in it. I am unhappy about a lot of things in it too. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how I'll improve this time around. Thank you for watching this video and Happy New Year. And here's some floof for you.